Good morning and welcome to Deep Coherence Technique Quantum. Now, yesterday was day 17 and we talked about hierarchy structure, the idea that we are in a matrix and the main commodity of this matrix, just like in the Matrix movie franchise, is human consciousness. And it's a rare and beautiful commodity, especially in someone who is more lucid and has a bigger bandwidth. Today, day 18, I want to talk about something that I spoke to briefly yesterday, and that's the idea of transmigration. Transmigration is what happens or can happen once we cross over, and it's very different to reincarnation. Now, somebody yesterday asked me what my mission statement was, and it kind of made me stop and really think if I had to put it in one sentence. And it was a good thing. It was a good exercise for me because, as clear as a bell, it just came in that my mission, my dharma, my vision, my life purpose is is to teach transmigration, to teach it in a time of choice. So the choice is no longer that you die, you cross over, you get your life story, you get all your counsel, and then your advice to come back and to work through various social contracts, soul contracts. There's a new option, and that option has always been there for us, but it's been kind of held under lock and key through a frequency fence, and that is transmigration. So I'm going to share. First of all, let me share my mission. So my mission is, I'm here to teach transmigration, so that humans have the ability to move beyond Earth, and it's really that simple for me. So that is what all of this is about, including DCT. And what's becoming more and more clear to me as we enter the end time of Kali Yuga, which the crossing point will be the 15th of this month. So expect to see some seismic activity geopolitically on this planet after the 15th of this month, which is March. I'm time stamping it 2025. But the Kali Yuga officially ends on the end of the month. And that's when this new opportunity to transcend this matrix, this artificial matrix that we're in and we're on, is coming online. It's becoming available as an offer. And it's a choice. And this explains why perhaps you're having all kinds of feelings and emotions coming up. Perhaps you're just feeling that you just want to live your life very differently, very simply, very purely, and detach and let go of anything that's holding you down. Perhaps you're questioning your relationships, your job, your career, where you live. All of these things are symptomatic of a shaking up that's going on for all of us throughout the cosmos, actually, not just here on Earth. So I want to read you a little quote from my book that I wrote to go with a course called Beyond Earth from Kali Yuga to Cosmic Age, which you can access for yourself. And I'll leave a link under the show notes. So, Kali Yuga, Samsara, Karma, Contracts, and Dharma. We are going to move from patriarchy to another seismic paradigm that shaped the Kali Yuga and, by extension, the collective consciousness, that's us. This is reincarnation, the wheel of samsara, karma, soul contracts, and dharma. Now, samsara comes from the Vedic scriptures of the Hindu religion, 500 BCE. It represents the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, influenced by the law of karma. Karma is a tic-tac-toe, cause and effect accounting system that rewards or punishes humans in future lives based upon their actions in previous lives. The Sanskrit word for reincarnation translates to rebirth or repeated birth. The English word reincarnation has Latin origins and translates to entering the flesh again or re-embodiment. But there is an older and perhaps more accurate understanding of reincarnation or coming back into other lives that is held within indigenous traditions, and this is called transmigration. In Africa, for example, the Bukonga, the Bimita, and the Leo peoples traditions believe in the transmigration of the spirit rather than the reincarnation of the soul. And when a baby is born, the The parents don't rush to find a name. Instead, they wait to see which ancestors have come through the child, and this is usually announced in a dream by a family member. They also believe that the ancestors choose a person to whom they can pass on parts of their spirit to accomplish a specific mission to help humanity. And this is reflected in other traditions across the planet. So this is the idea of transmigration. It just involves a lot more agency. But what basically is the difference? Well, transmigration means that the attributes and the abilities of one person or spirit, one spirit, can be projected onto another. So that gives more agency, more connectivity to past lives, bloodlines, not karmic bound experiences. But I'm going to argue here also that the truest meaning of transmigration is the ability to lift off this planet entirely and this matrix, and to understand that we are quantum agents, that we have agency, that we can literally go wherever we want in the known cosmos. That means we can have lots of simultaneous experiences and experience them all in an omniscient way. For me, that's what this particular brand of transmigration means. Whereas reincarnation, as most of us understand, is the idea that you get locked into either a bloodline or a culture or a time period, that you come back again and again and again, and all of those lives are pretty much dictated by a perceived need to fulfill certain soul contracts or even to self educate and evolve. Well, at your core, at the quantum level, you are one with Source Creator, Consciousness, God. Call it what you want. We call it the Om, the original cause, the Great One. So you're already at one, you already know everything, and you already exist in no time. So when you drop down into these experiences, these temporary lives, what you're doing is having an experience. So you're not beholden when you die. In fact, the Bible speaks about this. When you die, your sins die, or your mistakes or your errors die with the body. And that is the point of jettisoning a body and an identity. But that's been lost in the dogma of religion, which seeks to control us and is manipulated by the agents of the matrix themselves, who wish to keep us locked in. Well, that time is ending. There is a liberation, an emancipation call that is going out throughout the cosmos right now. And we are a part of that. We are a part of that, remembering what we forgot to remember. And we're remembering the path home. And home for us can mean all different things, but ultimately, home always means the same thing, and that is to be one with the empowered I am. It is to be one with the Great One. So we're never lost, but we do choose to wander. So I'm excited about this prospect of transmigration. It does mean that there is work to do. There's work to do on ourselves, to educate ourselves, to understand what it means to develop this kind of quantum agency, what is needed, the purification, the ability to go in and understand the language of resonance, to be able to vibrationally see without eyes. And when we go into the 5-step activation today, DCT, I'm going to do minimal cues again, because what I've been led to share with you today is that this is like an ability to see with your eyes shut and to hear with your ears blocked up, and to be in a room where there is no natural light, there is no sound, and yet you're able to navigate your way around. Now, why is a skill like that important? It's a skill that you take over with you when you cross over. It's a transmigration skill, and we develop it here, along with other techniques, including the ability to lucid dream. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but essentially, I'm here to help people remember what they forgot to remember. So, transmigration. Transmigration is now a choice, and it is a signature pathway of the cosmic age. And it's a glorious, glorious time to be lucid and aware. So let's get into DCT. Now, DCT has something to do with your quantum agency, and it is the training of hearing and seeing without the props. It is understanding the language of vibration. It is being literate in the language of resonance. Because, like I said, everything in this matrix at its core um, source code level is frequency, vibration, and resonance. And if you can learn how to navigate that system, then everything is open to you. So, coherence, 5 steps. We're going to start with step number 1. And I'm going to go off camera because I'm going to test our ability to hold space for stillness, to hold space for silence, to hold space for not knowing, to experience the monkey mind and the egoic attacks. This is all part of it. Remember, the ego and the monkey mind will not experience transmigration, therefore, they don't understand it. And what they don't understand, they dismiss as not real. So you may hear that. I'm doing nothing. I'm sitting here doing nothing. I can't concentrate. What am I doing? I just want to do DCT. Well, you are doing DCT. You're doing DCT quantum. It's deeper and it asks more of you because it's training you and me to operate within the quantum field so that we know our way around. 5 steps. Step number 1. Ground in this moment to the core of the earth. You know where to go. You know what to do. Step number 2. Activate the light body using breath. Step number 3, prime your electromagnetic field. Step number 4, gently connect to your heart. Signal that something holy is about to begin and enter into the powered I am that I am. Step number 5. Join the power of 9. Where we're going, the monkey mind cannot follow, and the ego just doesn't understand. Because everything, including the way home, is found in the stillness, the silence, and the resonance. And so we practice. We practice until it becomes first nature, not second nature. And we master the vibrational world. Thank you for everything. I am truly blessed. I bless everyone in my world, and I bless the world itself. And so it is. I'll see some of you later.